No, it's not time. It's not time right now. You gotta wait 30 minutes. This is why I didn't film hardly anything last night. I went into crazy nesting mode and organized our pantry and threw out all of the ancient jars of olives that nobody was ever going to eat anyway, and that kind of thing. So now it's still really full, which is great, you know, but they're very deep. This isn't going all the way back because it's just really hard to reach up high. But yeah, everybody's been complaining. They talk about how disorganized the fridge was. I got that taken care of. How disorganized the pantry is. Now that's taken care of. Now it's the spice cabinet. I don't even want to know how old the spices, some of the spices we have. The ones we rarely use, but just for this occasional strange dish. I don't even want to know how old they are. It's all that stuff from my son. I swear, like a fifth of this is all his. So the rest of my day is all about this sweater. This morning I had a blood work I had to get done. When I went to the doctor for this husky voice that I've been having, he said, you know, you just need to take more vitamins and eat less sugar. Let your immune system work. You'll be fine. But he went ahead and ordered blood work, and I had told him how he was asking if I drank a lot of water, and I said I drink tons of water and I'm always thirsty, and he was like, you know, we need to check that out. I'm not worried about that though. I've been that way my whole adult life. I wake up in the night, I'm thirsty, and I don't even know if it's in my head, because when we went backpacking, we were sweating, we were working hard, we were walking from, you know, dawn till sunset, and I didn't drink all that much water because it was a pain. You know, my Nalgene was back here, it was a pain to grab it, and I just, let's just keep going. I don't want to stop. So, and I felt like if I stopped, everybody would want to stop, and it was just such a pain. Everybody has to take off their backpack, and you know, I just wanted to power through. So, I just think that it's just in my head. I don't know that I need that much water. But anyway, I got my blood work done and got my chiropractic adjustment, and just trying to get everything in order. I have a couple of trips I want to make in the next few months, and I want to make sure my back's doing good for long plane rides, and I want to make sure that I'm back on track health-wise. The beginning of the school year has been really busy for us. Senior year stuff. I mean, if you had a senior or were recently a senior, you remember, you know, like, you're trying to get scholarship applications out, you're trying to write applications. Just, my son's just doing 3 schools, and he's on the computer all the time trying for different scholarships and things. So while he's stressing out about it, we are too, because he kind of waited, you know, last minute. And so I have made time to do this much of the sleeve, first sleeve on my son-in-law's sweater. So it looks really big, but I think, you know, a guy's sweater, guys don't want form-fitted. And my gauge is a little small. It's a little tight, but I knew that wool of the Andes will stretch out just a little. I wanted to make sure I didn't knit too loosely, because that is my problem. So anyway, you go up to about here, and then both sleeves will be knit to the armhole, and then I'll attach the armhole. I'll attach the sleeves to the body and knit everything together up to like the crew neck. This is going to be the Cobblestone Pullover. And in another vlog day, I showed the body. It's my mess of knitting junk. Here's the body. There's a little garter side panel. Don't know if you can see it very well. Well, the light's shining through it, but garter side panel, and the yoke is all garter, as are the bottom edges of the body and the sleeve. I feel confident I can do that by Christmas, especially since we're probably going to have some kind of TV marathoning thing. like during the day, I'm watching Vlogmas stuff because I've been so busy trying to figure out how to make mine on my iPhone with, you know, my thumbs doing crazy things. You know, and I saw that on like 2 days ago, I put in text and I misspelled something. I'm like, that's forever, you know? I'm not gonna remove it and redo it. Oh, forever, I'm a spelling dunce, gosh. But, so I think I'll have plenty of time for this. Like I said, we always do some kind of marathon, and like, for me, I think of 2 years, and they were like kind of fundamental years in our family. Both of our children were born, but they were small, and they had toys that needed to be assembled Christmas Eve. And they did, like, all Christmas Eve day, Sci-Fi did a marathon on the old Battlestar Galactica TV series, which is so cheesy. But it's fun because, you know, I watched it when I was a little girl, and I had a big crush on Dirk Benedict. Even though he really teased me out in the show, I just, you know, couldn't help it. We watched that through the day some, and then once we put the kids to bed, we were like assembling a dollhouse or something else, and watched it the whole time. And I just have this fond memory of that. And then another year, maybe the next year, it was Planet of the Apes, which isn't Christmassy at all, but that was fun. And so when I think of Christmas time marathons, I personally think of those two, but my son likes Harry Potter. He read all of the books, and he liked the books. But he likes the movies too, and so last Christmas we sat and watched them all together, and I mean, I was just soaking up that extra time where he's sitting still and he's right beside me. I can hold him, you know, and any extra time with him is precious, because it's like I'm hearing Cats in the Cradle or something in my head now all the time. With him about to graduate, I'm going to work on this stuff, and I'm going to work on not eating sugar. My husband brought home a bunch of Boy Scout popcorns that he ordered as a fundraiser from a little boy who came into his job. And one is like dark chocolate covered popcorn. It's so good. It's bad good, you know. And here I am going to the doctor with this sore throat, and he's like, you need to lay off the sugar and let your immune system work. And I used to not eat sugar at all, but I recently started that back up. I don't know. I think what did it, it was weird. We did the Eagle ceremony for my son, and we had a lot of leftover cupcakes, and I had a few. One was like a regularly gluten-free cupcake. So I can eat gluten, but I just feel like, you know, wheat isn't great for anyone. So I typically go for gluten-free or wheat-free, because most gluten-free things are wheat-free. Anyway, so I was eating it because, you know, it's practically healthy. And I ate another, and then the next day I ate 2 more, and it kind of got me back on a sugar kick. So I've got to drop all that again, because that definitely makes me more exhausted, and it's part of why I'm so congested. That and dairy. I don't need to be doing dairy. But you know how it is, Christmas time, parties, and everything is sweet, everything. I made this, and you know you want to try it, and you want to try it. So, yeah, I got to get back on the straight and narrow. So today, I'm going to go make some lunch, probably some sort of vegetable smoothie of death, and a little bit of dark chocolate and some more tea, some French toast tea. Okay, this is the last of my dairy. Then I go dairy-free again. This is like one of those cauliflower crust pizzas with, I added pepperoni and pepperoncinis to it. And I love eating salad on top of my pizza. It's so good. So weird, but yummy. Okay, now see, this grosses me out. This wet ground. It's humid and gross. It's hot. Ugh, this is not Christmassy. I did get some fun mail today. I got an order in from Knit Sweet. Christy at Knit Sweet has been showing the cutest things on Instagram, and I've been meaning to make an order, and I finally did. So here is my order. I got a peppermint hot cocoa. She threw in a little Christmas light. It's a little extra, a little freebie that's sweet. A cinnamon roll, which is real. Iced Christmas cookie. And toast and eggs, because I eat that almost every day for breakfast. It's kind of my favorite. These are so cute, Christy. I love this. The little candy cane. Nice. That was fun to get today. Enchiladas and goofballs.
Is Mexican your favorite food?
Probably so. I like them both. Probably Mexican food wins. It's usually spicier. I love the spice. What about yours? You like Italian best, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't like fish food. I don't like seafood. I mean, I can eat it, and there's certain things I actually like, but I wouldn't choose it ever over the other two. Are you laughing?
No.
You're just heavy breathing into it?
Yes, I'm a mouth breather.
You really are. Do you remember?
When I'm hungry.
Do you remember when we first dated, and I was like, "Why don't you ever breathe through your nose?" You're like,
No.
"I do breathe through my nose." I'm like, "No, you really don't." How can you stand to breathe through your mouth? I get a sore throat.
I can't.
Do you think that you have like a sinus issue? That's
I just
why?
think maybe I did it one
Or it's
time.
just a
I'm
habit.
just used to it.
If I try to breathe through my mouth at night, I wake up panicking. It's like sleep apnea.
Uh-huh.
So we need another container.
But you do breathe through your mouth when you sleep.
No, I really don't.
You do.
It comes open, but I don't breathe through it. Do you hear me? Like, go.
No, you don't breathe like that, but you breathe through
Darth
your mouth.
Vader.
That's when I know you're really asleep.
No, it's not. How do you know I'm breathing through it? How do you know my jaw just didn't drop open because I'm relaxed? They always say, if you want to relax in yoga, breathe in and out. Exhale through your jaw. Feel the whatever relaxation in your face. When you relax your jaw, you can really relax. I think that's all that is.
Maybe so.
Okay. Well, then I'm a mouth breather too.
No, you're not a mouth breather. But I know when you're really asleep, when your jaw hinges and falls over.
Nice. That's nice. Okay. Is that we want more, right?